the easiest way to swing a golf club. If you've ever wondered how to swing a golf club the right way, then this is for you. Most golfers overcomplicate it, but I'm going to simplify it into one move which you can do fast. By the end of this video, you'll have a swing which feels natural, powerful and easy to repeat. But before we get started, if you could just do me one favour, and it'd be hit that subscribe button. It takes a second to do. It means you'll get better at golf in the process and you'll never miss a video like this. So hit subscribe and let's get into it. Why do most golf swings fail? Now, this will be down to overthinking, overworking and overcomplicating the swing. A lot of the time I see golfers move in the wrong way because we've overthought it and we've got too tense. I see a lot of golfers sway rather than rotate, lift or dip, and we're just going to overwork the body. So before we've even swung the club in our mind, we've talked ourselves down and we've got negative thoughts. So today, this video is all about the iron swing. So we're going to go into a simple swing guide, starting with the grip and the setup. So when it comes to the grip, ideally we want to be neutral. And neutral is a simple way of thinking of this. Taking your lead hand on top, so we can see 2.5 to 3 knuckles on this side. We have our thumb sit straight underneath like this, and we have the club run through our finger line, so not in the fatty bit of the hand and not through the palm, through the top of our pinky and the middle of our index finger like so. Again, wrap this round so we can see 2.5, 3 knuckles there. We then set our trail hand underneath like so. Again, run it through the fingers so we can see through the top of our pinky, through the index finger. Then we want this V shape in our trail thumb to be pointing up to our trail shoulder like so. That's going to set your hands on really nice. We've got 3 different ways of holding the club from behind now. We've got the baseball grip, we've got the overlap and the interlock. The baseball grip is for someone who has small or weak hands or maybe struggles with arthritis. Overlap is what I find most comfortable, so that's what I would say for most golfers to use. And then an interlock is when we have someone with stronger hands or with a faster swing speed and we need that little bit more protection. We go with an interlock. So today let's stick to the overlap, and that's where we're going to be most comfortable. Okay, so now the setup, which I think is one of the most important parts, because if we get this wrong, then we're going to be consistently wrong. But if we get it right, it's the easiest way to hit it straight, far, and consistent without overthinking it before we've even swung the club. Okay, so ball position with our irons, so our mid iron, our 7-iron, is just left of centre. Then our feet need to be shoulder width apart. And in doing that, we just have our weight in the balls of our feet like so, almost so we can feel them in our tippy toes. Then from there we have a nice natural bend to our knees. Our back is in a comfortable position. And then we just want to feel our hands pressed forward ever so slightly. Okay, this is going to allow you, when we get to the technique, to feel like we're hitting more down on the ball. And now the backswing. So when it comes to the backswing, this is where I see a lot of golfers overcomplicate it. I see a lot of golfers sway or move off centre rather than rotate. So the best way to think of this is just feel that our lead shoulder works underneath our chin, which rotates our top half so that the back points towards the target. But in doing that, we need to shift the weight, and this is where the power is produced. So shifting our weight feels like at setup, we're going from 50-50 weight in our feet. However, as we rotate, we're going to shift, so 60% is in our trail side. Okay, so shoulder underneath our chin, back to target, and now the weight is in our trail side. And now the downswing. So the downswing is maybe one of the most important parts, because this is where we shift the weight that we've just moved into our trail side back onto our front side, and this is what allows us to compress the ball and hit it solid like the professionals. So the aim of the downswing, as we know, is to hit the ball, but in doing that we want to hit the ball and then the ground. Again, I see a lot of golfers fall back trying to help the ball up into the air. Again, that's a mistake that I do sometimes, and a lot of golfers do. However, we want the complete opposite, and we want to hit down so the handle leads the way, not the club head leading the way. The best way to describe this now, and the simplest way, is once we've reached the top of our backswing, basically the weight that we've shifted onto our trail side must bump back forward, okay? If we keep it in our trail side, you can see we're going to hit the ground before we've hit the ball, and it's going to be really inconsistent. So let's think. We're at the top of our backswing. We've kept our sternum over the ball, okay? We've not moved laterally. We've turned to the most that we can. We're at the top of our swing. We're going to shift our weight back over by hip bumping forward. We're then going to rotate our lead hip back and up and allow the shoulders and the arms to follow. If you swing out a sequence and your arms go first, then that's probably one of the biggest mistakes I see, and it's something that is just natural to us because the club is so heavy, you feel like the arms should go first. However, it's the opposite, unfortunately. So let's feel that once more. We're at the top of our backswing, we're going to shift that weight forward, and then we're going to rotate our lead hip up and back, like so. Allow the chest and the arms to follow, and just look how naturally the hands are going to stay in front of the club head, and we're going to compress the ball. See how I've finished over on my lead side, and I'm allowing the club to just sit perfectly over my lead and trail shoulder like this, okay? So really powering through and not holding back. This is where speed is created, where consistency is created. But a really good thing to know that you've completed your swing is just allowing your trail foot to lift, like so. Again, so many golfers I see just keep themselves down, trying to protect it, trying to help the ball up in the air, but allow the speed to come through by lifting this trail foot, and you'll almost hear a whoosh when you swing the club. And that's the easiest way of swinging the golf club. It sounds simple, but as we know, golf can be difficult. So let's break it down into sections when you're practicing. If there's an element that you feel like you struggle with most, re-watch this video, take a screenshot of the position that I'm in, and really simplify it in your mind, because it's easy to talk ourselves down. Again, going through a nice and quick recap is we're talking through grip. So grip, we want a neutral grip now. So grip we've spoken about in detail. Setup, we want to feel our ball position just left of centre. A nice wide stance shoulder width apart, weight in the balls of our feet, and a comfortable setup. Then we're thinking of our takeaway and the backswing. So thinking lead shoulder under our chin, which turns our back towards the target, and we've shifted our weight into our trail side. And now to start the downswing, we're shifting back, forward. Again, we're rotating that hip to allow the arms and the shoulders to follow through. The best way to feel that we've done it correct is just see how our trail foot lifts and we finish nicely over our lead shoulder. So let's now just show you in real time of how the swing would ideally look if we were to produce those steps correct. Okay, so setup, again, main thing that we want to do correct. And let's get straight into it. Perfect, that was lovely and smooth. That went really nice, and I really felt controlled and together on that swing. So give that a try, and remember, if you took value from this video, hit that subscribe button. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.